Hey, good evening, everybody. Once again, I am back with you guys today. I was here with you earlier today, and I'm back again for our international segment of According to Sacha podcast. And hopefully that you're enjoying your Saturday and you have some time to just kind of sit with us and check out our new guests that we have this week. You know where we are? We're here technically every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our conversation series. However, we are on a break from that, and we'll start our second season on June 2nd, and we'll be back with you on June 2nd, um, Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So technically, our first season ended at the end of April, which we had a very good first season. And so now we're here on a Saturday. Technically, it is for our international segments, and we have Miss Nira Roche, who is a phenomenal person. She has a very awesome journey and story that she's going to share with us today. But she's going to share with us about that is all about. And she's coming from Australia. So we want to just give her a warm welcome when she comes on. But you know what we got to do first, you guys? We have to like, follow, and share. Like, follow, and share all of our platforms. You know, we come here live. Every time we show up, we come here live to you via StreamYard on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And then we'll also have our video and audio. Also listen to us on iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, as well as Google Podcasts and Audible. And the list goes on. We have a very long list, you guys. But that's what it's all about. It's all about growth. And without you guys, we would not be growing. And I really appreciate you. And I thank you for showing up earlier today. And I thank you again for showing up this evening and whenever you watch or whenever you listen. So thank you. And once again, I am finally a published author. I have released my new book, Beyond the Music. It is a music artist entrepreneurship guide. And I'm quite sure you said, why, Sacha, did you write an entrepreneurship guide for music artists? Because they are entrepreneurs as well. The foundation of every industry is business. So if you act like an entrepreneur, then you know how to move in your business in whatever industry you're in. So one of the amazing quotes in this book is that an educated artist creates leverage. So in order for you to create leverage, you have to know what you're doing prior to you going to that industry. And this is what that book is all about. And it is on Amazon and also my website. My website is www.swimgtgroup.com. Is all over the information that you see here. And yeah, so we just love you to go online and purchase that book and support what I have going on. And also, I have my new masterclass that is out, and it is Grow Your Business with Events. Events are one of the most powerful branding tools a business or a company or organization could have in their repertoire. If I could say that. And so, as part of your strategic planning, that is something that you definitely should include. And with the 20 years of experience I have on, working on all kinds of events, then I have those strategies, the methods, the right time to do an event, all those things that you would need to know. But most importantly, this the business strategies that we attach to it that help you reach the goal for your business through the event and increase your return on investment. And this is what that class is all about. And we want you to definitely join us for that. It's going to be June 13th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And right now, because it's Small Business Week and Small Business Weekend or Small Business Saturday, then I have a special going on right now. It's 50% off the introductory price. So when you go onto the website, you go ahead and go to Grow Your Business Through Events tab, click that, and you go ahead and just sign up for the class and reserve your spot. And once again, half of the proceeds will go towards the Young CEO or Kidpreneur grant that I am working on to give to a young person in business. And then also, when you register, you will actually be one of the three that can be selected to receive hotel accommodations, you guys. So my last class, I sent three people. One person is going to Cancun, another person is going to Punta Cana, and then another one is going to Daytona Beach. And they were the wonderful winners of that, the prizes there. And we have another one. And our travel is sponsored by Butterfly Rose Enterprises. So she has come alongside with us again and sponsoring these wonderful hotel accommodations that will, help you to relax and kind of, chill out for a little bit and then come back and get to business again. So I don't want to keep us too much further or too much longer, because I know that your Saturday is valuable. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And thank you so much for all that you have done for us. I want to say happy Mother's Day to my mom, my sister, my aunts, and all my female cousins and everybody that's out there that's mothers in my family. Happy Mother's Day if you're watching. Thank you so much for all that you've done for us as kids, as your children, and as adult children as well. We never grow up. And so we just really want to appreciate you and thank you so much. So right after this message, I will have Miss Nira Roche on with us, and then we will be right back. What did I just do? I just moved something. Anyway, we'll be right back. Entrepreneurship, small business, is something that everybody would love to do, making their own money. And this is what we will be talking about on According to Sacha. Hi, Nira. How are you?
Great.
That's
Great.
wonderful. That's wonderful. I love that yellow on you. That's so beautiful. So
Thank
beautiful.
you.
So I want to say thank you for being on the show. We really appreciate you spending some time with us this morning and talking about the things that you have going on in your life, and everybody out there in the world that I am, that's watching. This is Miss Nira Roche, and she is from Australia, and she has a story that she's going to share with you guys today and talk about some of the things concerning biohacking that's been very important in her life and her journey that she's been going on right now. And so we're going to go ahead and just get into it and find out what she has going on in her life. But the first question, I always ask is, who is Nira Roche?
I'm just an everyday person. I can't say there's anything super special about me. Probably the only thing that I can point to is that I just have an incredible faith, and faith in something mightier than myself, and a faith in my body's ability to heal. And I think other than that, I'm just an everyday person, just like you.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. And I'm quite sure you're an extraordinary everyday person because you're here with us. So I just want to go ahead and just get into it because you do have an awesome journey that you have been going through. And you said like how your body is recovering. So you can kind of give us a little backstory on, the things that you have experienced in your life and the challenges and what has gotten you to a place of healing.
Yeah, when I was super flexible as a child, I was super flexible, very active, very naughty, just a normal kid, a normal healthy child. And at the age of 12, I suddenly developed a sore knee, and over a period of 6 months, it just went like wildfire throughout my body. Excruciating pain. I used to howl like a dog, and I mean literally howl like a dog at night time, because it was like ants eating away at your joints. And my sister had to be moved out of the room because she'd be sitting up bolt right because she'd be deep asleep and she'll hear this. And yeah, so it's been something that I've had to deal with from then on. It has gone into a dormant condition for sleep, but the joint damage would still be there. So on and off throughout my life, I've had a lot of difficulty with not just stiff, painful joints that stop me from really doing things, but it was also one of the more debilitating was my energy. It was so exhausted. I was so exhausted most of the time. In my 30s, in my 20s or 30s, when I was go to work, and I'd drive back home, I'd turn off the ignition and sleep in the car for 2 hours. I mean, I'd just turn off the ignition and be sound asleep for about 2 hours before I'd wake up to get the energy to get inside the house. So energy was a big, big thing. And then 5 years ago, my husband was having to even roll me in bed. I'd become that bad. And of course, in a wheelchair during the daytime or in a chair. And the only vertical position I could really get to was when he'd stand me up against a wall, and it was pretty bad. I was looking like I was going to end up in a nursing home very fast because he was getting burnt out.
Mm, wow. And then the things that you went through those challenges. And I'm glad that you're here today to talk about these things because, so many people out there, they have different challenges as far as in, health wise or anything else that keeps them from doing what they're doing. But you have turned that around in your life and become an inspiration. And so tell me a little bit about the biohacking and the things that because I'm quite sure if people have heard about that or they may have seen it, but they may not know exactly what it is and what it's all about. So if you could share with us on what biohacking is and how that has helped you in your life.
And biohacking is basically turning back the clock in your cells, the aging of your cells. So we may be 50, 60, 20, whatever it is, on a chronological age, but our biological age can be anything. Recently, a lady told me that she's only in her 50s, and there are ways to test your biological age. And she told me that her doctor had told her that she was 80 at a cellular level. So biohacking is making small changes to what we're doing in our day to change back to turn back that aging of the cells, so that we can have greater energy and we can be like we were at much younger ages, much younger ages, like when we can experience the kind of energy that we felt when we were in our 20s, when we're 50 or 70 or 80. It doesn't really matter about the age. What matters is our cellular age. That's biohacking.
Okay, wonderful. And a lot of times, people will, work out, they think about nutrition and, things like that to kind of help, keep your body healthy. But to think about, the aging of your cells, everything in your body, it's one thing about your body. Your body um is so extraordinary, when you really start learning the different things about who you are as a person, but not if you go deeper into how your organs function, how your brain and your muscles and everything that's there is regenerative, and it has opportunity to regenerate and to be, like you said, to change that time clock in your cells. But that's always based on how well you take care of your body and the nutrition or the right mix of things that you intake, or your minerals, your vitamins, and even drinking water. A lot of people don't like drinking water. Some people drink water or they drink sodas and things like that, so they have to cut back on a lot of things that what you input into your body. So tell me some examples of what biohacking is, as far as your food choices or how you take in water or anything of that nature.
Well, taking in water is a really good one. Most of us know that now. But what we don't know is that adding a tiny pinch of Himalayan salt can really help to take it into the cells. And the difference that you can see visually can be quite astounding. Like if you saw a photo of me 5 years ago, I looked like a sick old lady. So my skin was cracked, my hairs started to turn grey. Before that, I didn't have any grey hairs. My eyebrows started to turn grey. So it was a very visual thing. The one, and I've been biohacking for a long time, but the recently when I started, not that recent, but a year ago, let's say, when I started adding a pinch of Himalayan salt to my water, my son-in-law came in and said, "Wow, you look great. Your skin looks great." Now, for my son-in-law to say that, that's remarkable, and it can make a big difference. And it's, for me, it's about that consistency, because when I forget, I can see the difference in my skin. You know, and it doesn't take long. It's just a few days to make an enormous difference to your skin.
Wow, that's amazing. And so with the Himalayan sea salt, is it the properties of the salt that helps to detoxify your body, or what is it that why the Himalayan sea salt is one of the important factors in what you do?
Well, well, Himalayan sea salt's got all the elements in it. It's got 84 elements in it, I believe. So Himalayan salt is really good. It's also a salt that's, our seas are so polluted now, as there's so much plastic in it. So that's why I prefer to use Himalayan salt, because it's mined from the Himalayas, and it's been there for thousands and thousands of years. And it doesn't. And when I talk about a pinch, I mean literally a tiny pinch. We don't want to do anything to your blood pressure. It just helps to take. And I believe in woo-woo, magic. I believe in the energy of things, and I believe that it charges the water. And I actually even bless my water, that I have great vitality, ease, whatever it is that I want at that moment. I bless my water to take it in. It's just something that keeps me connected to the beauty of life. And yeah, it's very simple. I don't know that. I'm sure you can use any salt, but not table salt. Table salt has been leached. All the minerals have been leached out. But you could use a good quality full sea salt to do that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's one of the things that I know as far as myself, because I'm big on, how I take care of my body and everything, working out and all that good stuff. And one of the things that I think in our pre-interview process, that was one of the things we talked about. And I actually would use a portion of, like, I have the Himalayan sea, the salt, the rocks, actually. I don't have like the little grinded ones, but I would take just the smallest rock and put it in my water with lemon, and I'll do the lemon and the Himalayan sea salt in my water, and I will actually take it to the gym with me, because the sea salt, the Himalayan sea salt, acts as a replenisher. It replenishes your electrolytes naturally. And then with the lemon, it helps you detoxify. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm sweating, I'm detoxifying and replenishing at the same time. And, so I do know that it does have those, the minerals and the properties in it. It's really good for you. And when you use it, even in your cooking or things like that. So it really does help. Now, I haven't looked at as far as like how well it does for the skin. Now you're gonna, challenge me to add a little piece of every time I make my mint water or my lemon water and so forth, and ginger. I'm gonna throw a little pinch of Himalayan sea salt in it and see how it keeps my skin.
You look gorgeous anyway.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But that's very interesting. So it's good to know that these things, actually help, because everything that we have, whether the food, the plants, the minerals, the vitamins, especially the minerals, it's there to help us and to replenish. And there's so many minerals our body does need daily. Our intake should include that. And when you do it, you're helping that replenishment and that regenerative process within your body. So, okay, guys, I just don't think that I'm, a science nerd or anything like that. But I did take biology in high school, and that was like one of my favorite science. And but when you really like pay attention to a lot of things, you do understand what does work for your body. And as you grow older, you want to always keep the right things in you, or it helps you to stay healthy. Like in your case, it helped to shift the illness around, or shift the symptoms that you were having to be more bearable and to become more healthier even in your journey. So that's phenomenal. And if anything else out there that you can share with people with what you're doing, what's next for you?
As in another biohack?
Well, another biohack, or do you have anything else that you're going to be doing with, sharing your story?
Um, well, it's a great biohack, and is one that the women would really love, is women and men, is to one that really makes your booties look fantastic. And your glutes are your biggest muscle, and they're the strongest muscle, or should be.
Mm-hmm.
And we end up sitting on them most of the day. So a great biohack to actually not just slow down your aging, but to help you get those looking stunning glutes. Because even my husband, I asked him just this morning. He said, "Gee, your glutes are getting really toned."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh, better than it was when we met 20 years ago." And he said, "Yeah, but your glutes are more toned now than they were then." And that really surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's purely from focusing on going squatting down to the ground, as you would when you would do a sit toilet,
Mm-hmm.
down to the ground and up about 36 times during the day. So that's spaced apart. It's not an exercise. You just go up and down, up and down. Now, even if you can't get to the ground, which I can't, I absolutely can't,
Mm-hmm.
or if you can even stand. This came up from a NASA scientist that came across this. She was given the job of finding a way. Astronauts age
Mm-hmm.
very rapidly when they go up into space, and she was asked to find a way to slow down aging. She was
Mm-hmm.
visiting someone at a nursing home, and the neighbour there was not able to walk, but she'd just stand. She'd just get up off her bed and stand.
Mm-hmm.
And over the time period that she was visiting her friend, she found that that lady that would just get up and stand because she couldn't even move, she she improved rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
And so she decided to look into that, and that's what she discovered. You're actually going against gravity, and for whatever reason, it slows down your aging. So use any excuse to go down, pick up something, and come back up. Or and that's, as I said to you, the only position that I could get to was standing.
Mm-hmm.
My husband would literally take me out of the chair, stand me against a wall, and and that's vital. That just to even stand, if that's all you can do,
Mm-hmm.
or just go down against a wall as far as you can and come back up, so
Mm-hmm.
that you're using those glutes, you're going against the gravity. And it's a great hack. Anybody can just about do it at whatever level they're up to, even if it is just standing.
Yeah, that's amazing. It's amazing how just the simple movements, like we squat all the time, and just in our everyday, we squat, and we have a form of a squat when we sit on the sofa, when we sit in a chair, when we use the bathroom, things of that nature. But when you're really looking at it to where you're doing it as including it in your exercise, and I know for the ladies, a lot of us do squats a lot because we do like our little bum bums to be nice and toned and everything. So I know a lot of us would really definitely do that. But just keeping that focus on that is one of the best things to include in your exercise process and in your regimen, and that is your squats, because not only does it help with your bottom, but it also help with your abdomen too. It helps to strengthen that core as well if you do it properly. And so it's amazing how just the smallest changes, like you said, the simplest change can make a big difference. And I would like to say that it's really important, because I know where that we had a talk show host here in the States years ago, Montel Jordan, and he had, I think it was Montel Jordan, he had a television show. And so he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. But the thing was, they caught it early enough. And what he did, he went straight into working out, exercising, and everything. And that was the thing that helped keep that MS at a minimum, because they caught it in time. And then it's just because it was always the keeping those muscles moving, keeping, everything that you're doing, because really MS is a muscular deficiency, or it's a disease that attacks your muscles and your, I think, your nervous system. But as long as you keep moving and you're doing the things that you need to do, then it helps to ward off a lot. But that is in anything. So I really enjoy that you're talking about just the simplest changes. And a lot of times it just really biohacking. Just let's go ahead and do a quick hack. People do hacks all the time, for your day-to-day life. And it's just like, continue to do that same hack for your body, and just say, okay, yeah, just simple change. Just jumping rope, or just going out walking. It can change a lot. Making sure you increase your water intake. Throw some Himalayan sea salt in it and watch the magic happen. And yeah, so it's phenomenal. And so I'm going to go ahead and put up your contact information, because, from that way people can really follow you and follow your journey. And anybody out there, if you want to follow Nira Roche journey, her Facebook and Instagram information up here is Recovering Leopard. And, just be with her journey, see what she's putting out there. She's very in tune with what you need to do for your body, and putting out a lot of different things, as simple as a pinch of Himalayan sea salt daily in your water will make a big difference if you do it, consistently. So, Miss Nira, thank you so much for being here. Do you have any final words you would like to say to the audience?
Yeah, just if you'd like greater vitality, energy, ease in your body, emotional stability, I've partnered with a biohacking company that has 3 products that reduces aging. And if you want more information, just connect with me. That's a really simple biohack to, all you have to do is swallow 3 pills. And also, if you want to learn those small tweaks, those little layers that are just going to take you to a next level, connect with me. Send me a message on Messenger. I would love to get to know you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. And then also remember, everybody, she is in Australia, so the time frame is different. So make sure that you just give her some time to respond, because the time frame is different. But I thank you so much for being here, sharing with us today. Thank you for taking the time out to be on our show, and we really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you again. We'll be talk to you soon. All right, you guys. So that is another episode of According to Sacha podcast with our international segment. And I hope you enjoyed listening to Miss Nira's journey, and how just the simplest thing can continue to help the vitality and increase your vitality of life. And also regenerate those cells. So you have a big part in helping your body do its part. So let's do that. Make sure we stay healthy and vital, and just live and have that longevity of life. And once again, remember to always follow us, like, and share. So follow, like, and share all of our platforms here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And then also on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, Amazon, the list goes on. You know where we're at. And then If you are interested in being on our show, you can send us an email at accordingtosasha@gmail.com. That is according the number two, Sasha@gmail.com. And if you're interested in being a show sponsor, we can send out information to you as well. So definitely email us on that. And yeah, remember to go on Amazon and I keep doing this. Purchase the new book, Beyond the Music. I would love to know that you have done that, and then share with me what you think. I would love for you to hear your feedback as well. And so on that note, you guys, I'm not going to take too much of your Saturday. I want to say once again, happy Mother's Day to everybody that's out there is watching and listening. And this weekend also, we have a lot of graduates, so congratulations on all the accomplishments that every graduate has done and is walking across that stage this weekend. And so I wish you all the best, and to remember that you command your day and be great in everything you do. Bye, guys.